Guys, do you guys think Cinderella is a Red Hood killer? We're comparing Cinderella with Red Hood.
Did you see?
Who?
Your king has...
Oh! Red Hood. The issue right here is we're fighting a boss. Again, we're fighting a boss that is weak against iron. Electric boss. Red Hood has the advantage. And how did she lose? Nobody knows. That's life. Power creep. Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. I kid you not, Cinderella, super broken. Strongest DPS character right now. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys a bunch of results. We're gonna talk about the best team comp. Tested a bunch of her. Gonna give you guys my thoughts about the cubes and stuff, right? Because I built her as well. So let's jump into it, right? Let's go and go through. Man, like I still remember one day ago, yesterday, people were trash talking her, saying that she sucks because her kit is bad, blah blah blah. But you never judge a character by their kit. Always wait for you to be able to officially test them out before you make the final decision. So I urge you guys, please wait for next week. Grave, if you guys want to make that comparison, if you can only pick one, I think that's going to be the best for a lot of players. Now as you can see, I've maxed out her skill. That's how strong she is, alright? Literally, she is extremely powerful. Let's go through her kit. Alright, so if you guys are not aware, again, skill 1, this is very important. She basically increases her attack based upon her final max HP for 10 seconds. So this is what makes her extremely strong, because she's a defender, and if you guys are not aware, defender gears give you a bunch of HP. So this one, your body is the most important, because this thing you can see, 290,000 HP, scaling is insane. So the more HP you have, the more attack you have, right? That simple. Charge speed increase as well, and you can see here, she also deals additional damage right there. Alright, so for skill 2, alright, you can see right here the decoy stuff. It's going to create an avatar for you that scales off your HP. Now this thing also gives you when the decoy exists, right? So what happens is affects every 3 seconds, you're going to get the beautiful thing by increasing your max HP by 1.6%, stacks out to 12 times. Now, as you can see, the decoy basically takes attack in your place. Alright, she actually doesn't really need heal that much, to be honest. So you can take, she basically just have this decoy to basically tank for her usually, right? And this skill cannot be dispelled by buff skills. Decoy, extremely broken. I will test her in PvP actually. I'm kind of curious to see how she works in PvP right there. But this is kind of interesting. And last but not least, this is where she's going to do a lot of damage every time she bursts, as you can see. Alright, so attack sequentially 10 times. So practically she has like 6,000 multiplier. And also, the more stacks you have for beautiful, the more damage you can do. Now if you're limited resources, which one should you prioritize in the max? I would highly recommend burst skill first, followed by skill 1, followed by skill 2. Now, the decoy is cool and all, but it's like it doesn't provide damage. Skill 1 gives more damage than skill 2. Ideally, that's going to be very important. If you can only like, ideally she's very strong, you ideally want to 10-10-10 her because she's really good, right? Alright, so we're going to compare her heads on, hand in hand against Scarlet Black Shadow. Let's see if this is going to affect anything at all. We're going to straight up jump into bosses. We compare to the top first, right? And then we go down second, because Red Hood is not the first, right? Red Hood is like second or third. Of course, you want to compare her with the best of the best. If she is on par,
I'm on my way.
in like great competition with SBS, she has plenty of potential. One cycle, we test one cycle and then we look, right? One cycle and we stare at the damage difference. So far it's been one cycle and she's already doing more than Scarlet Black Shadow. That's crazy. She's actually the killer. No way. Okay. Alright, I can see her being the potential here. Potential killer. I think SBS needs the Alice. We gotta put Alice here. We gotta put Alice. Alright. The S killer. Can she beat Scarlet Black Shadow with Alice though? That's going to be something that we'll have to find out. Of course, right? We know that she has potential. We just want to know her potential with boss. So this is probably not her best team still, right? We're going to find out soon. Once this ends. So do we have time to get her to burst so that we get an even bursting? If we end with her bursting, then it's just nice. Little Crown, Cinderella, boom. So they both bursted an equal amount of time, right? So no one bursted more. No one bursted less. So there's that. So let's have a look. This is as fair as it gets right here. 1.681. So she's doing way more than Scarlet Black Shadow. I mean, I wouldn't say way more, slightly more. So for a boss scenario, she's up there. Alright, if you're looking for a boss specifically. With Alice, maybe things might change. Alright. So let's see, can Scarlet Black Shadow SPS with Alice compete? So I think she's going to be the strongest Pilgrim right now. If she beats Scarlet Black Shadow, you're telling me she can't beat Red Hood? I think she can. Now unless the boss has like a shield or something that requires Pierce, in most scenarios she is going to be outperforming Red Hood, I think. Like realistically, right? Alright. Are we ready? Moment of truth. So we did less than just now, but that's because Alice is taken out for... Modernia is taken out for Alice. Even with Alice, Scarlet Black Shadow with Alice could not beat Cinderella. Alice helps with charge speed and charge damage, right? On her skill 1. The last time this happened was Crown destroying Tia and Naga. The last time this happened, I remember Tia and Naga. Everybody was like, Tia and Naga? Yo, have you heard of Tia and Naga? You gotta get Tia, you gotta get Naga. And then Crown just came in and boom, destroyed both those bitches. I'm just kidding, man. I love them both, but man, got destroyed. Blanc and Noah destroyed by Crown alone. This time we have Cinderella, aka Midderella, destroying both SPS and Alice combo. Meta needs to always advance, move forward. You can't just stay behind, right? It's all about power creeping the characters, so you pull for them. If everyone is mid, then people are gonna bitch like the previous one. Rumani, mid Rani, nobody pull, right? So moment of truth is Rouge, aka this girl right here, better than Lita. You know, 684, 678 with Lita, but here with Cinderella, with Rouge, we got 700 million, right? Very interesting. So I guess in the end, Rouge is still going to be better. Her potential for ceiling is still going to be better. It seems like, let me see. For Scarlet Black Shadow, 557. So Rouge definitely increased Cinderella's damage, right? You can see Cinderella right here, she's doing 678. And then this is using Lita. When I put her Rouge in, right? So she does 704 million. But you can see Scarlet Black Shadow doesn't... Scarlet Black Shadow is still better with Lita. Right, so Rouge HP doesn't do anything for SBS. When I took out Crown for Blanc, okay? So how much damage did we lose? So far we have tested, alright? So Rouge is very good. So therefore, the theory was, let's try with, let's take out Crown and put Blanc. And it's, does not look good, right? We lose a lot of damage. Crown is still number 1. So this one is, how much is this? 1.2 billion. So from 704 million, took out Crown to Blanc, become 612. We lose quite a lot of damage actually. Yeah, we lose quite a lot of damage. How about SBS? From 557, become 452. Blanc, as much as I love Blanc, Crown is still the killer, man. No one is replacing Crown, man. No one. Alright, Crown. Yeah, if you're talking about the best of the best. But Rouge, good with her, right? Why use Mask when you can use Crown? I don't get it. No, don't use Mask. The buff never goes into her. No. Unless they release a character that increase 2 highest HP defenders. Alright, bunch of testings after, so pretty much we can find out what is going to be the best character to pair with Cinderella. So for the theory crafting, it works pretty well. Now a lot of people have been asking about Mask. Don't use Mask. Mask doesn't work. She doesn't really work because Mask has this scaling of only increasing HP for 2 of the Nikke with highest attack, but Cinderella is not always going to be the highest attack in most cases, so you should scratch that idea. However, Annie's Sparkling Summer, she boosts Cinderella's damage by an insane amount. This girl right here, too bad she's limited, right? If you guys don't have her, FOMO, but my god, she is so strong. So Rouge is going to be the permanent burst 1 for Cinderella. Crown is probably going to be the one as well. She's the best burst 2 for Cinderella. Any Sparkling Summer pretty much buffs Cinderella by a ton. Look at this. 700, almost 800 million right there. Alright, she jumps from right here, I believe like 700 million to like she jumps a 90 plus million, right? The truth is, why is Annie so strong is, I'm sure you guys are aware, right? She's just a good electric code Nikke buffer. Now, I'm a bit sad for players that don't have Annies or swimsuit Annies in this case, but this particular thing is just insane, right? Affects electric code allies, increase attack by 55% of caster's attack for 10 seconds. Very, very good for Cinderella. It's just a very, very good buff. Now, the last one, alright, you saw I use Scarlet right there. That was just like a test run, right? I guess this one you can... This is like a flex slot, right? You can put whoever that you want. This is going to be a flex. But so far, based on my testing, if the enemy is weak against electric, this is going to be a good team, right? You have Cinderella, you have Rouge, you have any Sparkling Summer, you have Crown. Maybe you can put like a Rapunzel here if you need some heal. You can also put consider putting any sort of healer here in case you need that, right? If not, something like Scarlet, something like Modernia works as well. Modernia is going to be very good in this slot, right? Just a character that doesn't need to burst. Or you can go something like Noah or Drake, right? Just to buff the team more if you're just looking for that burst free buffs. Now, one more thing that I've discovered, right? I think a lot of people were asking this as well. Boom, is Ram. Surprisingly, I think this is something that people have been theory crafting, and you know what? After testing today, bleh, she doesn't work. Now, Ram has this ability right here. I'm sure you guys are aware. Affects all allies with rocket launcher, increase attack, and max ammo capacity goes up. Sadly, like not only is she way behind Crown, like I know like this particular one she is way behind Crown, right? You can see this particular one we barely get 1 billion. But she's not even close to let's see. I guess I was using like a different team altogether. But if you look at some of the burst too that I was using just with Blanc as well, she can't even beat Blanc, right? So damage is a bit lacking. Granted, it is a different character. So Ram, I guess she's okay, but Crown is still way superior, and a few other options. And again, last one right here, Red Hood. Red Hood is just lose to Cinderella, right? So right now, Cinderella is the strongest DPS character in the game. And if I were to give you guys a team, let me show you guys a bunch of team comps with her, right? So you guys get a better idea. Now, another character they can consider using, of course, is also going to be Naga. Naga and Crown, very, very good pair. Alright, ideally with the healing and stuff, you're just going to get a bunch of damage boosts. Now, this is probably going to be, I feel like, Cinderella's top team right now. I feel like this is going to be like one of the better ones. If you're tackling in story, you're trying to play through solo raids, maybe that depends on the bosses as well, right? Mechanics that you need and stuff. But I feel like this team is pretty much perfect if you're trying to do a bunch of stuff, right? So what is going to be the best cube for Cinderella? So here's the truth. I feel like this particular cube, the one that gives HP, the Vigor cube, is going to be the best one because it just straight up gives her HP. I need to test this out more, but it's either Vigor cube, or if you are struggling or your Cinderella is constantly reloading, then Bastion cube could be an option. I think those two are going to be up there. Now, as for her overload gears, what is going to be the priority, right? Obviously, attack percent, elemental damage percent, those two are still going to be very, very strong. But what you can also consider giving her is also charge damage, because she's a rocket launcher character. She doesn't need charge speed, so don't even bother, right? Charge damage if you guys want to improve a little bit. And I also feel like max ammo capacity you can give like 1 or 2, but don't have to focus on that too much. She does have a lot of ammo overall already. So those are going to be what I will prioritize, right? I still think the elemental damage percent is going to be the top. If you're trying to tackle solo raids, right, that's going to be the number 1. Probably like 1 or 2 lines of max ammo capacity. And then you can go with attack percent or charge damage, right? That's going to be the next one in line. So pretty much in terms of the priority. Now, if you are going to ask me, should you get copies for Cinderella? My answer for now is yes, because she does scale off pretty well. HP percentage does get more scaling the attack percent, especially with dupes, right? Limit break 1, limit break 2. If you can afford to, go for it. However, Grave is also coming next week, and that's like another different thing to talk about, right? Ideally, so if you only if you can afford it, right? If you have, you know, enough funds to go for multiple different resources, plus we have like Christmas coming after that, so there's plenty of characters that we all have to be aware of. Ideally, I wouldn't be too greedy. She's really strong. With one copy, you can do a lot of things, a lot of wonders with her. She literally destroys almost every other Pilgrim right now. So if you really want to be greedy, go for it. But you know, I would like wait a little bit and see how it is right next week once Grave comes out. That's just my advice generally, right? Hey, with that being said, let me know what you guys think of Cinderella. Really strong character, crazy right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys again very soon. Subscribe, give this video a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.